He is known for his contributions to the field of philosophy, particularly in the area of corporatist theory. He is recognized for his holistic approach to understanding society and the state. His name is Othmar Spann. Othmar Spann, born into a family of inventors and manufacturers, grew up in the suburban area of Altmannsdorf, Vienna. After the death of his mother, Spann was raised by his military-oriented grandmother, which shaped his contrasting upbringing. He pursued studies in philosophy, political science, and economics, earning his doctorate from the University of Tübingen in 1903. Spann's academic career took him to Frankfurt, where he conducted empirical studies on the working class, and later to the German Technical University in Brno, where he became a professor of economics and statistics. However, it was at the University of Vienna where Spann truly made his mark. Appointed as a full professor of economics and social studies in 1919, he aimed to counter the dominant Austro-Marxist ideology prevalent in the city. Spann's philosophical stance, influenced by Adam Heinrich Müller, emphasized a holistic theory known as universalism. His anti-democratic and anti-Marxist ideas gained popularity among German nationalist and conservative Catholic student groups, elevating him to a cult figure. Spann's influence extended beyond the lecture halls. He organized midsummer festivals in the woods, where students gathered to learn and experience the intuitive essence of life. Spann believed that jumping over the fire during these festivals nurtured the ability to intuit essences, connecting individuals to a deeper understanding of the world. These festivals became emblematic of Spann's unique approach to philosophy, blending intellectual discourse with experiential learning. Othmar Spann, a prominent Austrian philosopher, was known for his activism and career in the early 20th century. He believed in the idea of an authoritarian corporate state as a third way between democracy and Marxism. Spann's philosophy gained attention and recognition, particularly during the cultural crisis of the time. In 1928, Spann became a board member of the Kampfbund für Deutsche Kultur, an organization that aimed to promote German culture. He gave a speech in 1929, addressing the cultural crisis of the present, which received positive media coverage. His call for the authoritarian corporate state resonated with many, as it offered an alternative to the prevailing political ideologies. However, Spann's tenure with the Kampfbund was short-lived. Differences with the organization's leadership led to his expulsion in 1931. Undeterred, he continued his work as an editor for the Ständisches Leben magazine, which was closely associated with Nazism. Although he supported the burning of books, he did not align with the extent of anti-Semitism propagated by the Nazis. Despite his association with the Nazi Party and his influence on fascism, Spann's ideas began to face criticism from Nazi organs in the mid-1930s. His authoritarian theory of a corporate state, which he believed should be immediately implemented for the benefit of all, did not align completely with the Nazis' vision. Around 1936 and 1938, when the NSDAP was banned in Austria, Spann's castle in Bergwerk served as an illegal printing shop. He continued to promote his ideas, but his influence waned as the Nazis gained more control. However, his contribution to fascism and his idea of anti-individualism as a guiding principle of the movement were recognized by the Austro-Hungarian social philosopher Karl Polanyi. Spann's philosophy and activism, though controversial, reflect the turbulent times in which he lived. His belief in the authoritarian corporate state and his attempt to find a third way between democracy and Marxism offer valuable insights into political ideologies and their implications. While his ideas may not find widespread acceptance today, they serve as a reminder of the complexities of political thought and the need for critical evaluation. Othmar Spann, a prominent figure in the field of philosophy, was known for his holistic doctrine of universalism. Spann's philosophy was influenced by various schools of thought, including Plato's theory of ideas, medieval German mysticism, Hegel's idealism, and the philosophy of Romanticism. He sought to overcome individualistic social and economic theories, advocating for a social model based on medieval guilds and characterized by hierarchy. In Spann's view, the world was not an atomistic structure governed by market theories, but rather an organic structure akin to structure theory. He believed that each individual member of society could only be truly defined in relation to the superior unit above it. This hierarchically structured social unit took precedence over individual interests. Spann envisioned an economic system that resembled a tiered structure, with the world economy at the top, followed by national economies, regional economies, business associations, companies, and individual economists. Spann's universalism aimed to challenge rationalism, liberalism, materialism, and Marxism. He called for a reorganization of state and society based on a professional basis, rejecting the notion that people were constituted by the state, race, or language. Instead, he emphasized the importance of a spiritual community, which he believed could be found in the Germans and their ethnic identity and heritage. His ideas were documented in his multi-volume anthology, Die Herdflamme, and his seminal work, The True State, published in 1921. Spann's philosophy continues to be relevant today as we grapple with individualism and the need for a more holistic approach to societal structures and economic systems.
Do you want to explore more philosophers? Who do you want to see featured next? Subscribe and leave a comment below to let me know. I'll see you in the next video.